If you want to own a business that doesn't rely on you as the owner, then this is the most powerful management tool to help you achieve that. Hello, I'm Stephen O'Sullivan, and I own a 120-person organization that I run on one meeting per week. I also help business owners do the same, extracting them out of their own business so it doesn't rely on them. And today I'm talking about my favorite management tool, the 1 hour weekly one-on-one with your direct report. I'm going to do it in two parts. I'm actually going to give you the ground rules, so what needs to be in place, and then I'm going to show you how I run that weekly one-on-one with my team. Okay, so rule number one is it needs to be weekly, and it needs to be at the same day and same time every week. This comes as a shock to people. Like, Stephen, really? I've got to do this weekly? I have to do this weekly? I'm already busy enough. Yes, you do. And I highly recommend it for the following reasons. When it's weekly, you actually have this cadence where the business just pulses. You get together with that person at the same time every week, and all of those superfluous interruptions, boss, got a minute, all of those incidental conversations about the urgent thing that's happening now, they disappear and they just go into the meeting. You've also got to train your team to do it. The other thing about weekly is that you never want your team to go more than a week without them getting feedback, encouragement, checking in on their progress to see that they're on the right track. Okay? Going longer than that is actually risky. Now, in terms of timing, for junior staff, a 25-minute meeting is fine. For middle, 30 to 45 minutes, and for senior managers, you're probably going to want an hour with them. And I often help my clients, managers that work for me, install this system into their management routine. And they'll go, the agenda's great, the meetings are great, this is working so well. I love this. I've got so much more freedom. My staff are performing better in the role. And I think, awesome. Good, we've solved that. Now we can work on something else. But then months will pass and a client will turn up for a call and I'll say, hey, Stephen, I've got my sales manager. They've been slipping for a while and I'm really starting to worry. 2 months ago, our conversion rate was 60%. And now it's down in 45 and I'm starting to worry. What should I do? Simply I say, so what conversations are you having in your one-on-ones? Stephen, those got a bit boring and we decided that we didn't need to do them anymore and we'll just catch up when we need to. I hear this a lot. And you can see the problem right there. They think that boring is bad. I'm here to tell you that boring is good, and even more so, boring is profitable. You want these meetings to be rhythmical and boring. You do not want drama in your business at all. You want boring, as in, we turn up, we get together, hey, what'd you get done in the week? I got it all done. How are you making progress? Yep, I'm hitting all of my targets. Anything you need help with? just this one thing. Here you go. Are you good to go? Off you go. Imagine doing that every week. That is going to be a successful business that doesn't rely on you and makes a ton of cash. Okay, so the indicator of boring is good, not bad. And also, if we're letting it go 6 weeks since we've spoken to them about an issue, there's so much to undo. If they only go 1 week off track, we can get them back. And so that's why we do it weekly. The other ground rule is same agenda. It's the same agenda. We don't just go, we talk about this week, we talk about this. It's the same agenda each week, and it is filled in by your direct report the day before, and they send it to you the day before. Okay, that gives them a chance to reflect on how their week was, all of the things that happened, and inform you about it so you're prepared. And it also means that the meeting is more efficient and it runs faster. We don't need to go, what about this, what about that? Okay? So those are the ground rules. Actually, for those of you who are worried about HR compliance and performance management and all that kind of nonsense, this is awesome, because if they send you their meeting sheet, their agenda every single week, and you've got a paper trail of everything they've done, and for the last 8 weeks, they made a commitment that they were going to get something done that was part of their role, and for all of those 8 weeks, they didn't do it, and you've got a paper trail of it, you have ample evidence to give them some very serious feedback. So it acts as a double effect there with your HR compliance. All right, let's get into how I run this meeting. First agenda item is the same for every meeting I run, and it is a brain hack. It's an absolute brain hack. Yeah? And what that is, we start the meeting with some good news. I share some good news, they share some good news. Why do we do this? Because people don't like meetings. I don't know if you've noticed this. They're going into a meeting with their boss. There's probably some heightened nerves. You probably don't like it. I don't know. But whatever it is, let's share some good news. And it does not have to be work-related. It can be a joke, an anecdote, something cool that happened on the weekend, something they're proud of. We're just trying to get the positive vibes up so our brains work better and the relationship will be better. So we start with some good news. Then we move on to check in on what got done last week. Because at the meeting we had last week, we both would have agreed what they were going to do. 3 to 4 main items that were going to be completed in the week ahead. Now on the sheet, I'm seeing, the top of the sheet there's the 4 things, there's tick, tick, cross. Okay, so on the ticks, they've got those done. Awesome, thank you. Just checking on anything went wrong, anything they learned, anything that's going to come out of it. Very brief. Okay, but the cross, okay, I've got to hold them to account. It wasn't done. What happened? Oh, I didn't make enough time. Okay, what are the impacts on this? Oh, we're behind on sending out that campaign. Yeah, and what else is the impact of that? Oh, yeah, we're going to miss out on leads. Yeah, I agree. So what are you going to do to fix it? Oh, look, boss, I've got 2 hours put in this afternoon. It's definitely going to be launched by 4 p.m. today. Excellent. And I might also check in and say, okay, for the week ahead when we're planning, which is the last agenda item, for the week ahead when we're planning, how are you going to make sure that you're not biting off more than you can chew? You're not making commitments you can't keep, and you're actually allocating the right amount of time for your commitments. Yep, I'm going to make sure that I do it earlier in the week. I'm going to really think through how much time it's going to take. Awesome. I look forward to it. That's the kind of interaction we want. Weekly progress. The next one is, what accomplishments are they proud of? And this is important. We want positivity. We want to celebrate their contribution to the business. They want to make sure that they feel appreciated and that they're doing cool things, and then we're encouraging them to do more cool things. Hey, you know all those overdue invoices that we had, boss? I've actually got the last one to be paid yesterday. I'm so happy. And I go, awesome. Is there anything about the process that needs to be updated so we don't get in that hole again? Yep, I've already made that change. Excellent. What a contribution. The financial position's looking healthier because of you. That's the kind of conversation I'm having. The next one is challenges. You want your team to have challenges, and they want them to list it out. Why? Because you can help them. We can co-create. We can strategize around the challenges. And also, people who are really having a go, they tend to have roadblocks. It's a signal. If someone goes, no challenges, they're not really trying. So you want to encourage it, people to bring them forward, bring them into the meeting. Yeah? Oh, I've got this teammate that I just don't know how to get along with them. Okay, that's not good. I need to know that. And now is the meatiest part of the agenda. This is probably where most of the time will be spent, and it's where they ask you, did the fingers wrong there? This is where they're going to ask us as the manager for help. And my agenda, which is, there's a link to it in the comments below, so you can grab it below this video. In my agenda, where they fill in on the day before, it says, in the meeting as my manager, you can help me by. Okay, they're going to fill something in there. And it might be, hey, look, we've got our second biggest customer. They're making some complaints, and I'm really worried that if I don't handle this properly, we could lose them. I've got 2 ideas that I'm thinking about applying. I just need your help crafting the approach. Awesome. That is a really productive conversation for us to be in. Yeah? It's really productive. And they're asking you for your help because this is their time with you in this meeting. Let's move on to the last agenda item, which is, what are you going to get done in the week ahead? We are together choosing 3 to 4 things that are going to get done in the week ahead. Big things, not the minor things. And they're committing to that, and that will go to the top of the agenda next week. So I beg you, please try out the weekly one-on-one in your business. Grab the full training and the agenda and all of the supporting tools. There will be a link below this video. Please grab it and use it in your business. What you will notice is your relationship with your team will improve. Their performance will improve. Their alignment to their role will improve, and they will start to bother you less and need you less. And that, I think, is the most important thing, because I'm all about helping owners build a business that doesn't rely on them, and this is an awesome tool to make that happen. I'll see you on the next video.